What you are looking at is not just old film. These are the recovered fragments of Baltimore's history from May 1979. A raw, unedited archive from WMAR-TV that captures a city on the edge. From mysterious investigations in the woods to a society boiling over, these are the lost reels of a forgotten era.
Price they want, there'll be plenty of gas. Just like with the gas rationing a few years ago. I don't believe it'll be. I don't think it's as bad as they say it is.
They can go to the block captain, they'll in turn report to the association or make a call into the police department for them. Some people were afraid to call the police, they were afraid of reprisals. This gives them somebody that they can talk to.
The police department has cooperated 100%. They're now assigning sector patrolmen on a permanent basis that will be engaged in developing relationships with this community so that the police will now come to be seen as a member of the community. Now that I think that we have a model that we can that we've learned from, we've learned what is successful. We plan to expand that to the Route 1 corridor. Communities such as Elk Ridge that have had the same basic kinds of problems as North Laurel, and also expanding it more to the North Laurel community here.
In the heart of Howard County, the silence of the woods was broken by a high-stakes search. This is the Shifflett Case. Watch closely as the camera follows detectives and officers deep into the brush, hunting for clues that the public was never meant to see in detail. The tension at the Howard County Courthouse was palpable. What did they find in those shadows? The records remain cold, but the footage tells a story of a relentless pursuit for the truth.
The company had just filed a court action 2 weeks ago for violence on a picket line and taken it to the courts in Towson, and they lost the case. The court said there was no violence, so the line will stay up.
reaction of the customers? Do they seem glad that you're back?
The majority of them do. Of course, we have had a few that weren't so pleasant, but compared to the ones that were, why, it's been real nice coming back.
How about you? Is it good to get back to work?
Wonderful. And selling the best products in Baltimore City. Can't be beat. It's very good. They've been in business for over 70 years, and I think that speaks for itself.
Excuse me, may I talk to you for a second?
What about?
I was wondering about your buying Silver's bread. Is there any concern about them?
While police searched the woods, the streets of Baltimore were fighting their own war. The 1979 energy crisis had turned gas stations into battlegrounds. Desperation led to anger, and anger led to violence. In this reel, we see the picket lines, the industrial unrest, and the faces of men and women who felt the system was failing them. This wasn't just a fuel shortage, it was the spark of social chaos.
Place to put its trash. No place to put its solid waste. We have hoped that there would be new technology in the area of solid waste. That just hasn't developed as effectively as we might have thought or hoped. The fact is that while we are reclaiming or reclamating different types of solid waste materials in the northern part of the county in our Texas operation, we are still burying 90% of everything that we take there. We obviously are going to try not to put a landfill in the middle of one of our residential neighborhoods. We don't anticipate doing that. We don't want to do that. But we want people to know that it is going to be located someplace on the eastern side of the county.
Shifflett had a court hearing this morning, and the judge refused bond. He's now being held in the Howard County Jail and may undergo psychiatric evaluation at Perkins State Hospital. From Howard County, Wayne Lynch, Channel 2 News.
Even in the suburbs of Elkridge and North Laurel, fear was settling in. Listen to the local residents as they talk about crime prevention. In 1979, the sense of security was evaporating. People were no longer just neighbors. They were watchers, waiting for a darkness that seemed to be spreading across Maryland.
A state heat stress health code will be developed following investigations by MOSHA this summer. Joyce Jefferson, Channel 2 News.
I go back and forth, well, trying to carpooling it, but back and forth to Wilmington, Delaware.
I'm disgusted because every day I come and I get $5 and I get less and less and less.
How do you feel about it when you come in and you see the gas go up a penny or two every week?
I don't like it, but I don't think there's much we can do about it.
I think they're just trying to reach a higher price, frankly, to where they'll make a more profit on it.
Has been charged with the murder.
Is it believed that the suspect was down here in this area earlier in the day then?
Yeah, we feel that he was back here. The time of death is believed to be between, let's say, 1 and 3 o'clock. We believe he was down here, went back up, picked up the other 2 members of his crew, and then came back in here.
Did the suspect and the victim apparently know each other?
It is our understanding that they did know each other. She was staying in the same apartment complex that he lives in.
This is the Crime Archive. We dig through the dust of history to bring you the cases the world moved on from. The Shifflett investigation, the street wars, and the faces of 1979. They are all part of the record now. If you want to see more from the vault, subscribe and help us uncover the truth, one reel at a time.
back and didn't change his nerve, boy, he's got something. Even if you watch him ride, his tail end don't go up and down like most of the jockeys does. He's got it there. He just stays there and he holds on to that horse.
It's an effort to show Mayor Schaefer how much we appreciate what he's done for the city. We'd like to thank him. I think he's been a great mayor and has moved Baltimore.
Do you really think he's going to be difficult to persuade to run again?
I don't think so.
You've got 6 parties in the next couple of days.
I don't think it's going to be difficult for him to be persuaded. I really don't.
Is that a leak from a source close to the mayor that he's likely to run?
I really can't say that, officially. But I think he said that himself, that if he's around for the next few years, he wants to continue to keep Baltimore moving.
On demonstration. Out here we have solar manufacturers of hot air and hot water systems that people don't know it's on the market, so we like to show them. It's like a consumer's mark. We also have home inventions that people in their own backyard can make to save money. We also have the government out here telling you about your tax rebates. And we like to have a lot of student exhibits showing you that just even a high school person can go out and make something that's very productive.
Will solar energy ever be able to take over from producing conventional electric energy or nuclear energy?
We would like to see people change over to and supply their house with 40 to 60% solar.
running this program since October of 1977. They've been meeting some of the deeper needs in the community around food with the food cooperative. You know, we've developed youth programs, youth activities. We've been working actively on issues, trying to curb police abuse in the community, trying to affect that citywide. We've been working on the school issue where our kids have been having a upper 90% dropout rate out of the local junior high. Been actively working to correct these problems. Because of this, or somewhat in spite of this, we've organized these programs to try to deal with this problem. What's happened is that the zoning board and our landlord has come down on us. It's been a year and a half we've been in operation, but right now our program is about to be put on the street. We have 21 days. And right now we want some attention called to our situation. We need some help. We're going to have to relocate.